Hi and welcome back to our GCP-Mindset channel and all topics on clinical research. Today, we'll focus on changes in the law you will face in the near future. More after the break. So, what changes in the law will you face in the near future? 1. The EU Portal CTIS. The way clinical trials are conducted in the European Union will change dramatically when the Clinical Trials Regulation, Regulation EU 536/2014, comes into full force on January 31, 2022. The regulation harmonizes the assessment and monitoring procedures for clinical trials across the EU via an information system for clinical trials, the Clinical Trials Information System, CTIS. CTIS will contain the central EU portal and database for clinical trials. When the regulation comes into force on January 31, 2022, it will repeal the existing EU Directive 2001/20/EC and the national legislation implementing the directive. It also applies to studies that have been approved in accordance with the previous legal provisions if these continue 3 years after the ordinance came into force. The approval and supervision of clinical trials remains the responsibility of the member states, with the EMA managing CTIS and monitoring the publication of the content on the public website. 2. Revision 3 of the ICH-GCP, technical innovations, and increases in efficiency over the past 5 years, combined with the ability to produce and transmit large amounts of data, require a new revision of the ICH-GCP guideline. Revision 3 is intended to provide relevant guidance for various study designs and allow sponsors and clinical research organizations to focus on risk-based approaches to the design and conduct of technology-oriented clinical trials. Work on Revision 3 has already started. A completely new version is expected. New topics will be decentralized clinical studies and guidelines for the effective and contemporary integration of real data. The complete revision should be completed by autumn 2022. 3. The In Vitro Medical Device Regulation. The In Vitro Medical Device Regulation EU 2017-746 IVDR is a new regulation which will create a robust, transparent, and sustainable regulatory framework that improves clinical safety and creates fair market access for manufacturers and healthcare professionals. The IVDR brings EU legislation into line with technical advances, changes in medical science, and progress in lawmaking. IVDR has binding legal enforcement throughout all EU member states, and it sets higher standards for quality and safety of IVD devices. In 2022, the EU will begin to enforce the transition from the current in vitro diagnostic medical devices, Directive 98/79/EC IVDD, to the In Vitro Diagnostic Medical Device Regulation EU 2017-746 IVDR for clinical diagnostic applications. By May 26, 2022, the transition period provided to recertify IVD devices in accordance with the IVDR ends. After that date, only IVD devices CE marked according to IVDR may be placed in the EU market. That concludes our short video today. See you next time. Goodbye.